up, a Cinema Shogun here, and I think that I and the majority of people who watch this channel can all agree that it can be extremely frustrating knowing about all of this wicked and evil stuff that goes on behind the scenes in our world. It gets extremely frustrating because we often try to wake people up to what's going on around them, but unfortunately, sometimes it feels as if we are surrounded by a bunch of sheeple. They either don't know, they don't show, or they don't care about all of the stuff that's going on. No matter how much you could tell them, no matter how much information you provide them, they still just wish to remain brain dead and oblivious to the realities of this world. But what's even more frustrating is this. You know, a lot of things happen behind the scenes. And yeah, it's up to us to do our research, to investigate. It's up to us to spread the word. But what's even more frustrating is that a lot of this stuff, it's not happening behind the scenes anymore. Yeah, for years, we would point towards stories and point towards information that was really secretive. And yeah, most people wouldn't believe us. But now, the powers that be, they're blatantly out here in the open with it. They're not hiding behind closed doors anymore. I always find it funny when people consider the New World Order a big conspiracy theory. Meanwhile, we have world leaders all around the world giving speeches about a New World Order. And then we talk about things like the Great Reset. What's the Great Reset? Well, a lot of people think that the Great Reset is just one big conspiracy. Meanwhile, these people will have speeches where they acknowledge that the Great Reset is coming. They acknowledge the New World Order. They acknowledge a lot of the conspiracies that people still think are conspiracies, when in reality they are confirmed facts that have been confirmed directly from the horse's mouth. It's really frustrating that they can just blatantly sit up here and let us know what they let us know what their plans are. They let us know what their agenda is. Yeah, sure, back in the day you had to do some digging. Maybe people would look at you crazy when you would bring it up. But now we got the presidents and world leaders literally delivering speeches in front of millions of people, telling you what they got planned, yet people are still too dumb to realize it. I'm telling you, like, a world leader will sit here on the stage like, yes, we need to create the New World Order. And then when I say things about the New World Order, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Because unfortunately, people, I don't even know how we've made it this far. Because the majority of people just don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They don't want to think. That's the problem. You can sit in front of their face. You can have the president of the United States sit in front of their face and be like, yeah, the New World Order is real, and we plan on implementing these plans. And people will look up like goldfish waiting on you to feed them. And then when the speech is over and you tell them, see, they confirmed the New World Order. All these conspiracy theories, they're not conspiracy theories. These are conspiracy facts. And people look at you like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, they're right there in the open. They're telling us their plans, and their plans aren't good. It's not going to end well for the majority of us unless we turn this thing around. But unfortunately, sometimes I feel like I am talking to a wall. And in reality, I'm kind of talking to a wall right now because there's no one else in this room. But you all understand what I'm saying. Now, I've been trying to warn people about AI for like the last, I would say the past year. I've gotten really serious about trying to warn people about AI because it's come to my attention, and it's gotten to the point where there's no reversing this. AI is evolving every single day. There's no turning back now. we could try to raise as much awareness about this as possible, but at the end of the day, people don't take it seriously enough. People still think of AI like it's something out of a sci-fi movie. When you talk to people about the dangers of AI, they think that you're talking about something that may happen 1,000 years from now. They don't realize that we're really looking at a timeline of, within the next couple of years, things are going to start getting really wild. And a lot of you all are going to lose your jobs as well. And that's not even the worst of it, unfortunately. You would think that losing your livelihood to an AI is just about as bad as it can get, but no, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The jobs get lost first, then comes total world domination. And I only say that halfway jokingly because, yeah, I do think that's a possibility. But as I said, the powers that be, the powerful people in this world, they're not hiding their plans. They're not hiding their agenda. They get off on the fact that they can put all of this out there and that the majority of the world is too stupid to even give a damn. Or they're too preoccupied, worried about TikTok videos and the new Beyonce and Taylor Swift albums to care that their lives are going to be uprooted and changed forever within the next few years. But fortunately, for people like us, we can see the warnings. I mean, they're blasted right there in our face every day, but fortunately for us, there's a small portion of our society, and I would like to believe that the majority of you all watching my videos are part of this portion of society. We can see what's happening. The writing is on the wall. They're not hiding it, and now they're starting to say some really interesting things about AI, claiming that AI could possibly write a new Bible, and that there are going to be new religions that spring up around AI. People are going to start worshiping AI. That is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a secret. It's not a conspiracy. They're talking about it openly on the world stage for everyone to see. I want you all to watch this clip. I want you all to listen really hard. I want you all to understand that this is not someone talking out of the side of their neck. This is not someone talking out of their ass. This is someone telling you what's going to happen soon in the future, and they're not trying to hide it. But before I play this clip, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and you drop a comment down below. Now let's roll this footage, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
The third thing about AI that everybody needs to know, it's the first technology ever that can create new ideas. You know, the printing press, radio, television, they broadcast, they spread the ideas created by the human brain, by the human mind. They cannot create a new idea. You know, Gutenberg printed the Bible in the middle of the 15th century. The printing press printed as many copies of the Bible as Gutenberg instructed it, but it did not create a single new page. It had no ideas of its own about the Bible. Is it good? Is it bad? How to interpret this? How to interpret that? AI can create new ideas, can even write a new Bible. Throughout history, religions dreamt about having a book written by a superhuman intelligence, by a non-human entity. Every religion claims our book, all the other books of the other religions, humans wrote them. But our book, no. It came from some superhuman intelligence. In a few years, there might be religions that are actually correct. That just think about a religion whose holy book is written by an AI. That could be a reality in a few years.
I'm sorry, y'all, but every day, I legit wonder, how did we sink so low as a society? Like, we've literally gotten to the point that these people, these powers that be, that's what I call them, they could walk in front of you right now, or they could walk in front of most people right now. They could look them dead in the eyes and say, guess what? I am about to slap you in the face. And then they could slap you across the face. And while you're sitting there feeling the sting of their hands, they could look at you dead in your eyes again and be like, hey, I didn't just slap you in the face. That never happened. And a lot of people would believe it. That's how far we've gone. These people can slap you in the face. These people can slap our society. They can slap everyone in the faces. And only a few of us will respond. Only a few of us will realize that we just got slapped in the face. Even though they told us they were going to do it. That's not enough for people anymore. You can sit here and tell people, I have an evil plan to conquer the world. And people will be like, okay, well, what's going on TikTok? And then, oh man, it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy that they just come out here, they tell you what's up, and then when you're a messenger trying to alert other people to what's going on, people look at you crazy. Like if I were to sit down on YouTube today, like I'm doing right now, and tell people, hey, they're trying to make AI write a new Bible. They think AI is going to create new religions and there's going to be cults worshiping AI. People would look at me like I'm insane. In fact, there are people watching this video right now that still think all of this is one big wild conspiracy, despite the fact that the dude told you out of his own mouth what's about to happen. But they'll look at me like I'm the conspiracy theorist. You're such a conspiracy theorist, Cinema Shogun. How dare you actually show us clips of them telling you what's about to happen? Of course that's not going to happen. They're telling you what's going to happen. So in 10 or 15 years from now, when you got a bunch of psycho blue-haired zombie whales running around dancing to AI music while worshiping an AI god, and their AI god tells them to wipe out other religions, well, I mean, damn. We are headed towards something. All of this crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now. It feels like we are headed towards one cataclysmic event where all of this stuff just collides at once. And no matter how many people like me try to warn society, no matter how many high-powered people who are responsible for these evil agendas, no matter how many of them step forward out the shadows, show you their faces, and tell you their plans, no one gives a damn. The world's going to keep spinning. People are going to continue being stupid, and there's just going to be a few of us that have no power to change anything, but we're going to have to sit here from the sidelines watching, knowing that we knew this was coming all along. All along. They have so many agendas already that they're ready to roll out with AI. This isn't a pipe dream. This isn't a thought that randomly came to that guy's head. This is something that he's planning on. This is part of the plan. If you haven't realized it yet, and I am not a very religious person, and I tell people this all the time, I'm never going to be here and hammer home my beliefs into your head. But I think that they have been constantly trying to push things to replace religion. Human beings, they want to cling to something. That's just human nature. Humans want to cling to something. They want to believe in something. They want to belong to something. So in many ways, I feel as if when humans don't have religion and they don't have that core set of beliefs and values to cling to, they start going astray. Now, some people are mentally powerful enough to not be religious and just explore the vast possibilities of this universe. I like to think I'm one of those people. But other people, they're weak-minded. They don't want to worship God. They don't want to worship Allah. They don't want to worship Buddha. They don't want to belong to any of these religions, but they want to belong to something. And eventually they find something to replace religion. AI is going to be that something for a lot of people. The God that is missing in their life, the higher power that is missing in their life, they're going to replace it with AI because that's human nature. Why do you think we have so many humans that cling to these certain social movements? From BLM to the new LGBTQIA plus stuff that's going on. This is becoming a new religion to these people. These people don't have religions. They don't have religious beliefs. So they want to cling to something. And that's what's happening. That's why people are getting so radicalized by these movements because these movements have replaced religion in their hearts. And I'm not saying that as someone who's totally religious that thinks that you have to believe in this higher power or that higher power to be a good person. I'm just telling you human nature. Of course, not every human is that way. But hey, we're dealing with a lot of people who are so stupid that the government can tell you all of their evil plans and these people will still think that it's a big conspiracy. So we're not dealing with the brightest of people out here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not dealing with the sharpest tools in the shed. These people will want to cling to something. Look at all of these people already in virtual reality video games. They play video games all day. They want to belong somewhere. So yeah, I do think that it's realistic. And I do think that within the next decade, we're going to start seeing new AI religions pop up. We're going to start seeing even more whacked out stuff than we're already seeing. I would like to think that the pendulum is starting to swing the opposite direction. I think that a lot of Americans, at least, are starting to stand up against a lot of these social movements. They're starting to get sick and tired of a lot of these things and agendas that are in place. But whenever we stand up to one, they create 5 more. So who knows what's going to happen? I just think it's a good idea to keep an open mind. And when people tell you their intentions, believe them. When people show you who they are, believe them. Okay? If we got people out here that are prominent voices in AI telling us that AI is going to write a new Bible and can create new religions that are almost better than the old religions, I believe them. Because there's stupid people out there who will cling to this. Mark my words. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.